Epic Pokemon music playing. King Haxorus, KH, welcome, trainers, historians, and Pokemon theorists. Today, we're diving deep into the real-world origins of one of the most overlooked regional forms, Hisuian Samurott. But I'm not alone for this one. Glitch effect appears on screen, Max, smugly, ha, finally. Someone who might actually get things right for once. KH, ignoring Max. Joining me today is a brand new face on King Haxorus 2009, introducing Professor Porygon, PP, with a slight British accent, adjusting glasses. Greetings, trainers. You may call me Professor Porygon, but my actual name is Nobunaga. I specialize in the digital and historical archives of Pokemon, uncovering the truth behind their myths and inspirations. Max, blah, blah, blah. Just get to the part where you tell us why Hisuian Samurott looks like it walked out of a feudal war zone. KH, well, that's exactly what we're doing. So, let's get into it. PP, Hisuian Samurott differs greatly from its Unova counterpart. The sleek, disciplined warrior of Unova has transformed into something far more ruthless. Its jagged shell blades, its intimidating red eyes, and that ominous dark quarter typing all scream one thing. KH, a Ronin. PP. Precisely. A Ronin was a samurai who lost their master, wandering the land, often taking mercenary work to survive. Unlike their Unovan version, who follows the noble code of Bushido, Hisuian Samurott embraces a more brutal, unrefined fighting style. Its Pokédex even says it mercilessly cuts down opponents. Max, ooh, so edgy. But let me guess. Every samurai Pokemon is inspired by real samurai, right? Big shocker. PP, but this one has specific historical ties that set it apart. KH, now here's where things get interesting. Many believe Hisuian Samurott is inspired by Saito Dosen, the ruthless daimyo of Mino province in Japan's Sengoku period. PP, Dosen was known as the Viper of Mino due to his deceptive and cutthroat tactics, much like how Hisuian Samurott is described as a Pokemon that strikes before the opponent can even blink. KH, and let's not forget his connection to Oda Nobunaga, one of Japan's most famous warlords. PP, chuckles, a most excellent name, I must say. Max, yeah, but where's the proof? PP, Dosen was once a merchant before rising to power, just like how Hisuian Samurott, a supposed noble warrior, has taken on a more mercenary-like and opportunistic nature. It's all about survival and strategy rather than honor and discipline. KH, and let's not ignore that jagged shell blade. It's a direct reference to the Toki, a pre-samurai era sword that was longer and more curved than the traditional katana. Max, so edgy, merciless, and uses a slightly different sword. Sounds like me in a past life. PP, I assure you, that's highly unlikely. KH, let's move on. PP, another key aspect of Hisuian Samurott is its dark typing. This represents not only its merciless nature but also the harsh, untamed waters of the Hisui region. Historically, Japan's coastal warriors, known as Kaizaku, or Japanese pirates, were feared for their unpredictable, ambush-heavy tactics. KH, that lines up with Hisuian Samurott's ceaseless edge attack, which constantly leaves its opponents vulnerable. Max, okay, you got me on that one, that's kinda cool. KH, exactly. This Samurott isn't just a warrior, it's a survivor, adapting to the chaotic battlefields of Hisui. KH, so, Hisuian Samurott isn't just an edgier version of Unovan Samurott, it's a Pokemon inspired by Ronin warriors, ruthless warlords, and the merciless sea itself. PP, indeed. A Pokemon shaped by history, embodying both the honor and the tragedy of the samurai era. A truly fascinating subject. Max, yeah, great job, Professor Pinkhair. But what about all the other samurai Pokemon? Maybe one of them has a cooler backstory? Well, why don't you all let us know in the comments? And if you enjoyed today's deep dive, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Pokemon history, mythology, and theories. PP. And as always, stay curious, trainers. Max, or stay skeptical, like me. Until next time, King Haxorus, signing out. Outro music plays, fade to black.